Good evening and welcome back to Corona Del Mar High School as we continue day one of the FINA Men's Intercontinental Tournament. Along with Dean Quintal, Greg Meskel here with you in our third match of the day. It'll be Argentina taking on Japan. And Argentina, as you get a good look at their roster, head coach Noel Alfonso. And then Japan, head coach Yoji Omoto. And these two squads, Dean, up-and-comers here in men's water polo. They're not there yet when you look at some of the elites in men's water polo. They'll likely struggle to reach the medal round of an event like this, but it's coming to events like this to hope to get their program to a higher level as we go down the road.
Yeah, as is with any level of competition, when you put yourselves up against higher level competition, you're only going to learn and get better from it. These two teams should be pretty evenly matched, going into this match.
So it'll be Argentina in the dark caps, Japan in the white, and we're underway here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us, wherever you may be, checking things out here on the live webcast on USA Water Polo TV. And Argentina controls. Entry pass inside. And a takeaway. Easy steal there for Japan. Keigu Okawa coming up with it.
Looks like Maroney, the center forward for Argentina, just gave up on that. He had what could have been inside water if he would have kept working for it.
And now Japan's first try on offense. Good look inside, breaking free. But the keeper was there, and then he wasn't. Spinning, changing hands, going to the left, and it's Yusuke Shimizu hitting in close for a 1-0 lead.
A nice move inside water, and he just didn't give up on that. I was kind of waiting for an official to make a call there. Maybe a 5-meter penalty shot would have been the correct call, but he let him work and was able to get the shot off.
Able to get past Hernan Mazzini, the starting keeper here for Argentina. Katsuyuki Tanamura going in net for Japan. Argentina now working towards the goal. Dangerous play there, taken away. Couple of steals in close. Okawa coming up with that one for Japan. And now the little advance into the front court. Opening minute 15 gone by here in the first quarter. Japan ahead 1-0, but they'll turn it over here. Contra foul, and Argentina will take over.
Wasn't sure if that was called down at 2 meters or over here on the wing. Inside position for Argentina. Ball under called.
Ball under is the call. And you're seeing that Sun Dean, we've touched on it, and Tanamura really fighting it for Japan here.
Yeah, absolutely. And this should probably be about the last quarter we'll see the sun have an effect on this match.
Looks like it might be at its most brutal though right now.
Yeah,
the way it's catching him right in the face.
Yeah, it's kind of was out of the way for a bit there with the awnings over the stands there, but it's coming underneath. Nice inside pass and a shot. Number 10. Maroney
putting it away, and we're even at 1 with 5:52 to play here in the first quarter.
There wasn't much defense there on Maroney. I'm not sure what happened.
And Japan had been pretty intense on the defensive end there, generating a couple of steals, but nothing available that last time down.
Yeah, Maroney had quite a bit of time there, had separation, nobody on him, which is very unusual when you're down to 2 meters. Argentina's got front side position down at center forward.
.533 to play, first quarter. Loose ball there, just batted up. Looks like Japan couldn't get control of it as Yuki Kodono lost the handle. And now Argentina takes over.
I think Kodono was trying to get a good tip pass into 2 meters because he saw that his center forward had inside position.
Left-hander from the far side sails that shot attempt over the goal. That was Corsi on the attempt, and now it'll come back to Japan. Couple of fakes, and now an ordinary.
Argentina in an M drop at the moment. Nice quick shot.
Beautifully done. Keigo Okawa from the outside connecting, and a 2-1 lead for Japan.
Nice just catch and shoot. No fake. As you saw, the goaltender didn't even move on that.
Second look there, beautifully done. Okawa connecting, and it's a 2-1 lead for Japan. 4:45 to go. First quarter just getting underway here in our third match of the day. Nightcap coming up. Should be a good one. Canada and Team USA. Two rivals getting together to start things off here. Ordinary called. And firing and scoring.
I got
to
think the sun played a factor there. As you see the Japanese goaltender squint and just kind of shaking his head. I don't think he saw that.
Water polo's version of losing a fly ball in the sun here on the baseball diamond.
Absolutely.
Now here's a steal in transition, taken away, and it's DeMarchi. He puts it away, and Argentina has strung together a couple in a row now. They've gone ahead 3-2.
Yeah, I think the Japanese player just gave up on that and thought he was going to get a foul, and the referees are just letting him play. You know, we've seen in a couple of the two previous matches a lot of, fouls and even ejections called out on the perimeter, but here they're letting the defense play.
Japan on the perimeter. Left-hander looking inside. And ball under is the call. Argentina comes up with it. Actually, now it'll be Japan's ball. And a quick shot there and a save. So it looked like ordinary foul perhaps was the call.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Looked like the official initially was making a ball under signal, but not the case. And now a contra foul in Argentina. No argument there from Yanez.
No, not at all. The Japanese defender had both hands up, and Yanez gave a push-off. Nice cross pass.
Good look inside. Just a little too high. Couldn't connect correctly there with Yanasi. And we'll see a timeout called by Argentina with 3:20 to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Japan on that last possession there did a good job moving the ball. They had a nice cross pass, and the right-hander over there put it back to the center. It was just a little too high for the center to get a handle on it. So both teams seem to be pretty evenly matched here, Greg.
Get a good look there at the head coach for Argentina, Coach Alfonso. Saw these teams at training this morning, Dean. No team put more time in the pool than Japan. They stayed, I think, an additional training block, just heavy swimming. So got themselves a pretty good workout in today ahead of this game.
So a lot of swimming, didn't get the balls out at all? Or?
They did have the balls out, but even after that time, they went back to more swimming. So working on their conditioning, I suspect. But
well, I got to figure if you're working on it here this morning, it's probably a little too late.
Yeah.
I mean, usually you go for a nice, easy loosen down, maybe do some sprints, and then get some balls out and get a feel for the ball and everything. But to get actual conditioning in the day of a game seems highly unusual, especially a tournament of this magnitude.
Yeah, most of the teams did what I think you kind of described there. Get in, just kind of get yourself wet, take the balls out, get a few shots. Nothing too strenuous. on the other end here, and that one is field blocked and knocked down, and Argentina controls.
Nice spin move down the wing by Yanez.
And then drawing an exclusion, wheeling inside. That will go against number 8, Yuki Kodono of Japan. And now a power play here for Argentina with 2:30 to go in the first quarter.
Yanez up in the pocket.
Big
high
fake.
Corner, cross cage.
Nicely done. Yanez, his second. And after a strong start by Japan, it's been Argentina coming right back here to go up 4-2.
That was all Yanez. He drew the ejection and scored the goal. I think, as we've seen a couple times now from Yanez, he likes that spin move down on the wing. That's the second time we saw him do it. First time he had an offensive foul, and the second time he drew the exclusion. So I imagine we'll see that a couple more times from him again, should he find himself down on the wing.
Yeah, if it's working, just keep going to him. Japan being pressed out now. Seeing anything particular defensively for Argentina?
Oh, they're just in a press, and they're pressing all the way out to half tank.
Skip shot and a beauty. The left-hander puts it home near side. Yuki Kodono connecting. Tough stop there for Mazzini, and it goes over his head and in.
Yeah, absolutely. Good ball movement by Japan, and again, just a nice catch, and shooting the ball, put it right off the water. He just kind of came up with it, hesitated a little bit, and let it go. I think he got the goaltender to dive. Goaltender dove, and then he shot it and skipped it up. Top shelf in the cage.
You've touched in our previous games about the fakes and the hesitation fakes, and a lot of times the shooter is doing that larger to get the goalie to move or get out of position, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. That time, as I said, the goaltender dove, so he was already down. But a lot of times you catch and shoot, I think it's invaluable. A lot of especially in the younger levels, kids want to fake and fake and fake, and if you can teach them how to just catch and shoot, it's evident by a lot of the shots that we've seen in the previous games here. It's gonna go.
Last shot attempt there for Argentina was tipped out, and they'll get it back in at 2 meters with the new shot clock with 1:25 to play here in the first quarter. 4-3. Argentina in front, nearly a steal there for Japan. They'll play on with Carbantes, and then he'll get called for a contra foul, pushing off with the off arm, and it'll come back to Tanamura and Japan.
Long outlet pass by Tanamura.
And an exclusion called. This will go against Argentina. And a chance here for Japan to tie things up.
That was good movement. The ejection came because there was a guy driving, and the defender had his hands down on the drive.
Esteban Corsi excluded. It leads to a goal. Japan has tied the game at 4 with 52 seconds left. That's Seiya Adachi connecting. Second look at Adachi here.
Yeah,
Couple of fakes.
Nobody went out and knocked him down. He was able to just fake, and you give the guy plenty of time, he's going to find the hole in the defense.
Argentina now on the attack. Under 40 seconds to play here, first quarter. Look inside. Dangerous delivery. Ball under is the call. Like Tanamura took a shot to the side of the head, but he's okay. Forces the turnover. And now an outlet here to Japan. And we'll see an exclusion called against Argentina. This will be against Bulgaroni. And now the shot clock is off. Just 22 seconds to play here in the quarter. Japan can wind things down, play for the last attempt. On the perimeter they go, a couple of fakes. Coming near side. A few fakes, firing from the outside, and the goalkeeper knocks that down. Sides come even, and that should bring us to the end of the first. Final attempt there is saved out of play by Tanemura, and after one, we are all even. Argentina and Japan knotted up at 4. We're back after this with the second quarter right here from Newport Beach.
I am water polo.
I am water polo.
I am water polo.
Second quarter underway here at CDM, and it's a 4-4 game, Argentina and Japan. Argentina controlling here in the dark caps, Japan in the white, along with Dean Quintal, Greg Meskel here with you. Thanks for watching on USA Water Polo TV. We'll be here for every match this week of the FINA Men's Intercontinental Tournament. Coming up next, Team USA taking on Canada at around 8:30 p.m. Turn inside and hang on there. Contra foul is the call, so it'll go back to Japan, and they're off to the races.
Yeah, it looks like the center there. Looks like the center there, that was Maroney, got his hand up and on the defender, and so they turn the ball over.
Sun has gotten out of the way, so it's not presenting a problem anymore for the Japanese goalkeeper. Outside attempt there is saved out by Mazzini. It'll come back in for a new possession for Japan. A tangle on the perimeter. Shot clock to 20. Plenty of time here for Japan. Going near side, that's stuffed. Mazzini getting two hands on that one. Then Argentina takes control.
I think a shot by Adachi, he should have, you know, we talked earlier, catch and shoot. But he waited. He didn't fake it, but he waited and gave the goaltender time to get over there and make that block. Had he shot it right away when he caught it, goaltender wouldn't have been there and it had a better chance of a goal.
Bad pass by Argentina, picked off in transition. Yanasi coming up with it. Here's Hemi. A few fakes and puts it away. Yuta Hemi. And Japan goes in front 5-4. 6:19 to play, first half.
Nobody picked Hemi up. He just was able to swim freely down the center of the pool, picked it up at about 5-6 meters, got the goalie off balance, and put it high upper left corner.
A little battle there on the far side. Spinning free is Argentina's Esteban Corsi. Ball comes inside now, working towards the goal. Keeper out, but ball under is the call. Otherwise, it would have been a surefire goal for Team Argentina. Instead, Japan creates the turnover.
Yeah, I'm not sure Argentina should have passed the ball into 2 meters there. It was awfully congested, a lot of bodies in there.
Sidearm delivery there. That one bounces off the post and trickles around the perimeter, and it'll be a new shot clock for Japan. And now an exclusion against Argentina. That'll go against number 9, Carbantes. Power play here for Japan with 5:28 to play, first half. A few fakes, nothing there. Near side, nice save. Mazzini gets a hold of that one, but again, Japan tracks down the offensive rebound. Terrible pass. That one is taken away. Yanez just had to barely get out of the water to pick that one off, and Argentina takes over.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they tried to make that long pass. They got a new shot clock, plenty of time. Just bring the ball out, reset as Argentina came back to full strength.
Here's Argentina now on the attack with 8 on the shot clock.
Easy entry into 2 meters.
Entry inside. And the takeaway is there. And Japan comes up with it. Firing from the outside, Japan. And Keigo Okawa, his second. Waste no time, Dean. Just eyes that one and rips the net.
He must go. I didn't see if the goalie was out of position or not, but you know, he saw something he liked and he just picked it up and let it rip. Let's see if we can get a look on the replay here.
Here's a second look now. Might have been just after that one found the back of the net. 4:21 to go here in the second quarter. And the second goal of the game for Okawa puts Japan ahead 6-4. This was a 4-4 game after the first quarter, so it's been all Japan here in the second.
You know, Greg, getting a look at a lot of these players, I think both these teams might be pretty young. Some of the players out here look like they could be, you know, teenagers.
Well, you know, especially when you look at the Japanese water polo team as they try and work against Argentina and create the turnover, they're undoubtedly building for the future. They're in a position much like Brazil. They're going to host an Olympic Games come 2020. They want to make sure they have a formidable water polo squad to participate, as that one is knocked down and saved. So they're probably trying to develop some guys now. In 2015, they're going to be ready to go in 5 years.
Yeah, absolutely. They get the automatic bid, which is nice. See entry pass stolen by the goalkeeper Tanamura, and we got a break by Japan.
Just a little too much on that pass. Keeper out, and a penalty called against the goalie Hernan Mazzini. He didn't really make any surprise movements there. Came out and just buried the offensive player Shimizu.
Yeah, he made no attempt to play the ball at all. He just kind of came and swung wildly and pushed him under with 2 hands.
I guess he liked his chances defending the penalty shot better than trying to deal with that player one-on-none. And now they're bringing a different shooter here for Japan to take the penalty. Quick release off the post and off the mark. That was number 3, Atashi Arai, who, if you looked at the goal, did it for all of about 3 seconds as he was unloading that ball. Trying for a little deception there, missing off the post.
It's like he kept his eyes on the referee without looking at the goal, and the goaltender didn't move at all really before it was shot.
So he had him beat if it was on target. So we see a timeout now called here by Argentina.
Yeah, Coach Alfonso is. It looks like he's going to use every timeout in each quarter here. I don't think Japan hasn't called a timeout yet.
And when you're developing a young team as well, no surprise that you're going to use some coachable moments if you get them.
Yeah.
So 3:10 left, first half. It's a 6-4 lead for Japan. Had a chance there to make it 7-4, missing on the penalty try. You can see the sun there sinking down behind the bleachers as we come into live action here in Newport Beach.
Japan coming out in a press all around.
And for the Ordinary, trying the lob, the changeup there, just off the mark on the attempt from Yanez. And now Tanemura will ignite the offense.
Difficult lob on a straight out on the goalkeeper.
Beautiful look and score for Shimizu. That's his second, and Japan goes in front 7-4.
Really nice by Shimizu as the ball started moving down inside of 2 meters. His defender started to slide, and he just took a stroke backwards, got away from his defender, was wide open.
Beautifully done. Second look on the replay. He was looking for a call after the fact. Thought he got popped in the mouth. Officials suggesting he should probably be happy with the goal he scored. And now Argentina will control. Team USA, Canada on deck here at CDM coming up at 8:30. Opening ceremony at 8 p.m. We'll have both right here on USA Water Polo TV, so stick around. Entry inside. And they'll have to dump that one aside. Yanez, with the shot clock about to expire, tosses it aside. And now Japan will take over.
Japan seems to have all the momentum at the moment. We were tied, 4-4?
Yes.
And they've come out and scored 3 straight goals here.
Quick shot off the Ordinary and saved out by Mazzini.
Gets Japan a new 30-second shot clock.
I don't think this was his plan there, but sometimes you see towards the end of a shot clock, just try and put it on net, hope for a tip out, get yourself some new life on offense.
Yeah, they still had plenty of time. I think there was 14 seconds on the shot clock, so.
Under 2 minutes to play here, first half. Long cross pass. This time it pays off. Skip shot near side is in for Japan and Seiya Adachi. And Japan now doubles up Argentina 8-4 with 1:40 to play here in the first half.
Japan was very active on that possession. A lot of movement, a lot of driving. As you see, they had a guy drive up from 1, and the guy from the 2 spot drove down, was wide open, and got the cross pass. Shot, skip shot, and a goal.
The exclusion coming here against Japan. A little scrum there around 2 meters. That will go on number 12, Atsudo Aida. .105 to play, first half. Skip shot is there. Argentina gets one back, much needed. Ivan Martin Carbantes his first.
It was a good possession on the 6-on-5 for Argentina. They moved the ball well, got some guys out of position, and it looked like Martinez had a clear shot cross cage. Had a Japanese defender there, just didn't get his arm extended.
.50 seconds to play, first half, 8-5. Japan in front, but they cough it up there. Argentina with a chance to string together a couple of goals.
Good defense by Velch there on the steal.
Argentina still working on the attack. Looking inside, and that one goes wide right.
Japan out on the break here.
Here they come, trying to close things out with a bang. Shot clock is off, 15 seconds left in the first half. Moving in, firing and scoring. It's number 10, Kenya Yasuda. 9-5, Japan goes in front. They've been in control, especially in this second period where they have outscored Argentina. Second look here on the break.
That was a good 5-on-4 counterattack for Japan. I think Yanez was down on the wing. He probably could have left his man on the wing, gone up to the shooter, who was more center cage than his the guy he was defending would be, and far more dangerous than the guy he was guarding.
Ball under is the call, and then Japan calls for time. Going to go into their 2-second left in the quarter playbook here.
I've seen goals scored with less.
Certainly.
We'll see what the Japanese coach draws up for him here.
Well, you follow the Cal Bears. I know you've seen goals scored with less than 2 seconds. So, got to think back to, was it 2006 NCAA championship?
Yeah, 2006 against SC, and they had, I think, 1.7 seconds left, and they were able to score on a tip or deflection, I should say.
SC got so mad about that they then won 6 titles in a row. So, yeah. UCLA, the most recent champs, ending that USC run in men's college water polo here in the United States. That's another interesting wrinkle to a tournament like this, Dean, is that you end up seeing some of these guys show up in the college game, whether it's currently like we saw earlier with the Lachlan Edwards from Australia playing for USC, or maybe a future athlete that will play in the college game.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll see that with Team USA tonight as well. Many college guys on Team USA, and I think we've got one high school guy on Team USA.
Ben Halleck at a Harvard Westlake.
Yeah, so it should be interesting to see. But you got a guy like Lachlan Edwards, who just finished his freshman year, and this is just invaluable experience. You got to think when he comes back next year, playing with the Australian national team, if he does it, all summer. He's going to be that much more improved coming into his second season at SC.
So the final 2 seconds yields nothing but a turnover. We've come to halftime. It's all Japan, outscoring Argentina 5-1 in the second quarter. They go up 9-5. We'll take a break and return with the start of the third right here on USA Water Polo TV. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Champions aren't born. Champions come from doing what others won't. Because doing their best in this moment puts them in the best place for the next moment. Champions are made. Will. Determination. Greatness. Tear. get made.
Second half about to begin here in Newport Beach. Corona Del Mar High School, the host. Getting a good look here at the sun going down on the west coast. Palm trees dotting this facility. Some recent renovations done here. New locker rooms, sprucing up what was already a great venue. And it's been a great host thus far here. We're working our way through day one. Japan all over Argentina here, 9-5 as we open up third quarter. Argentina will control the opening sprint.
Yeah, Argentina really needs to get something going here in the second half. Down 4 goals, and they started out strong in the first quarter, but then the offense just went away from them.
And Japan's been pretty tough here, combining some strong defense. They've really stepped it up offensively. Those 5 goals in the second quarter really created this gap, as you alluded to, just a 4-4 game after the first quarter.
I think Yanez talking to the official over there. He seems to have gotten popped pretty good in the nose.
Entry pass in there and an easy takeaway from Mazzini. And now we'll get an exclusion against Japan.
That's Hemi for Japan. Drawing the exclusion was Yanis.
A little over a minute gone by here in the third. Good chance here for Argentina to start their comeback trail. Dangerous pass. Almost found a home. Tanamura able to get over there last minute to keep it out of the cage.
Good long outlet pass by Tanamura.
The look inside and batted down. Arai was right in front, tried to kind of curl it around and gather it up to shoot, but defenders all converged.
There's Giannis with the spin move, as he's done so many times already in this game.
Trying for the lob. They'll wave that one off. Might have hesitated there after the ordinary. You can shoot outside of 5 meters after the ordinary, but it's got to be all in one motion there.
Yeah, I don't know if the official was signaling that he grabbed it with his left and brought it to his right. So therefore, the ball was already in play before he made the shot.
Here's a few fakes. Outside attempt, save is there.
Easy two-handed save by Mazzini.
5:20 remaining, third period, 9-5 Japan, leading Argentina. That one's batted away from behind, but Argentina will keep the ball. Entry inside, and then a takeaway. Tanamura comes up with it. Long outlet pass. He'll find Okawa in transition. He's got 2 goals already. Okawa sneaks it in, goes under the arm of the keeper, near side up against the post. He's got 3 goals tonight.
Looks like Mazzini might have jumped up, and typically what you want to have your goaltender do is just to get on his legs and get the arms up, especially on a bad angle shot like that. Yeah, exactly what I thought. He just jumped straight up, and then the shooter shot right underneath the arm. But I was saying, Greg, in a bad angle like that, you don't need to move laterally, so you don't need your hands a whole lot, but you want to get on your legs, get up to a comfortable position, and get your arms up and force him to shoot to one spot. But again, he jumped up and gave up that easy near side low. And especially coming from a right-hander down there, bad angle.
Only so many places you can put the ball.
Exactly.
On the other end, an exclusion. So we'll go against Japan. Exclusion will go on Yuki Kodono, his second. And here's an exclusion for Argentina. Trailing 10-5 to Japan. Japan took control of this one in the second, have not looked back. There's an outside strike. Scored for Yanez. He's got 3 for Argentina to lead their attack on offense and cuts it down to a 4-goal deficit at 10-6.
Yeah, nice catch and shoot by Yanez.
4:11 to play, third quarter. For Argentina, though, not in a position here to match goals, so
no,
they've got to figure out a way to slow down this Japan attack.
Yeah, they got to come up with a couple stops here and, figure to get at least 2 goals here, I think, in the third period if they want to have a chance at winning this contest. A nice defensive play there for Argentina, and they've got a man out on the break. Oh.
That one just skipped a little bit ahead, looking to get Camnasio involved. Quick try. And field blocked, knocked down, and Japan takes over.
That was a little heartbreaking on that counterattack and having the ball just skip away like that. And it didn't seem to be a bad pass. You just never know sometimes what these balls are going to do.
That one going well over the goal on the other end from Japan, and now Argentina takes over.
I don't know about that shot there. The guy was at 4 meters, and what he put it 2 feet over the top of the goal.
Might have just lost the handle there.
Argentina subbing on the fly here.
You don't see that all that very often. The live time sub here, sometimes injury or fatigue. Other end now, Japan on the move. The other thing with those live time subs is you almost always forfeit that possession that you're on.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you don't know why. The guy may have been injured or he just may have been exhausted, and it happens.
Goalie comes way out. Mazzini gathers it up, and then Argentina will call for time with 2:35 to play in the third, trailing 10-6. Coming up at 8:30, Team USA takes on Canada, two rivals on their way to the Pan American Games this summer in Toronto. An Olympic Games berth on the line. Other opportunities for Team USA and for Canada to earn a berth, but many point to that as the ultimate opportunity, and a good little taste test here of these squads getting together tonight.
Yeah, and probably the easiest opportunity.
Certainly that. There's no argument there.
Yeah, you talk about the other opportunities. Now you go into a tournament where you've got some European teams, and the level of competition, is just going to be that much greater when you go into those tournaments. And who knows how many berths will be available in a tournament like that. But, you can take care of that by winning the Pan Am Games. Obviously Canada is going to be stiff competition, but to get to that championship match is going to be easier than, say, a tournament where you've got to go over to Europe.
Sure. Yeah, the favorites for the Pan Ams, looking at U.S., Canada, Brazil in that mix. And Brazil, of course, already assured of their destiny. Here's a steal now from Japan. So for Argentina, they call a timeout and then turn it over and then get excluded. And now it looks like Japan calls for time.
It's going to be
We'll go against Franco DeMarchi. And so now a power play here for Japan. So for Argentina, got to be a little frustrated here. We call for timeout. Let's set something up. Now we're going to turn it over and then get excluded on the way back down.
Yeah, definitely frustrating. Hey, Greg, back to the Pan Am Games and the qualification. So Brazil's automatically qualified because they're the host country. What if they were to win Pan Ams? Does it then go to the second place team?
It's interesting you bring this question up. This has been a question that's come up as of late as people have thought about that, or the idea that if the U.S. and Brazil are getting to the final, does it even matter what happens to the U.S.? The understanding is that you're right. Brazil, even if they were to win gold, it doesn't really matter. It would go to the second place team. So the U.S. is in good shape in that regard. Similarly, you'll see it in some cases. Other qualifiers for the Olympics: FINA World League Super Final winner, World Championship top 3. So, for instance, and this has happened, I think, in the past on the men's side, when you have these power teams like Serbia and Hungary, you win the World League Super Final, and then you come in the top 3 in the World Championship. Well, they don't need you in that top 3, so they'll bump it down to the top 4.
Yeah.
And take that 4th best team. Similar application there to the Pan American Games, as far as what I've been told.
Nice outside shot and a goal on the power play there for Japan. They really did a nice job there moving the ball around. One of the things I noticed there from Mazzini, he's diving for the ball with 2 hands, and that's very difficult to dive and make the stop with 2 hands, especially when it's going cross cage.
Nicely done, and that puts Japan ahead 11-6. And what was a close game here, Dean, is really given away to a contest that appears to be completely controlled by Japan. You get a couple of goals here and there from Argentina, but they seem to have this one under their command here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna take a Herculean effort for Argentina to make a comeback here.
And then a takeaway. Japan, another pickoff.
And they've got an odd man break here.
That one lagged behind the offensive player just a touch, but now they'll regroup. Under a minute 30 to go here in the third, 11-6, Japan in front. Couple of fakes around the perimeter. Outside try off the post, rebound controlled. Argentina controls with 1:10 to play in the third.
Japan was moving the ball around pretty nicely. They had Mazzini jumping, getting a little off balance there, and I think if that was a tad bit inside, that would have been a goal because Mazzini didn't move until the ball was by him already.
There's an ordinary. We're under a minute to play here in the third. Shot clock winding down, and the ball turns over. Argentina now coughing it up here a couple of times in succession on the offensive end, and Japan will take over.
Yeah, referee turned that ball over because it was his free throw, and he didn't shoot it right away.
I've seen that a couple of times now where they've not been able to take advantage of a free throw. So coming back a bit to fundamentals here for Argentina.
Yeah, you've got to know that. That's just an inexcusable turnover.
And shot clock will expire, so speaking of fundamentals, Japan coughs it up there without getting a shot off. Although I'm sure part of their strategy was to waste as much time as possible.
Yeah, and I think he was trying to draw the foul to get the direct shot outside of 5 meters, but just cut it too close and the shot clock expired.
About to run out of time here in this period. And again, Argentina turns it over on the perimeter, this time with a contra foul. Just 2 seconds left here. And that'll bring an end to the third. So much like halftime, Japan in control, 11-6 over Argentina. Fourth quarter on the way. Stick around right here on Team USA and USA Water Polo TV.
Water polo. Polo.
I am water polo.
I am water polo.
One quarter left here between Japan and Argentina. And Japan controls the opening sprint. They have been dominant in this one, leading Argentina 11-6. And they start things off here with the ball. And Dean, the way things have gone for Argentina here, are going to be tough for them to come all the way back in this one. What can they do in these last 8 minutes to perhaps get them on some better footing going into tomorrow's game?
Yeah, first off, they gotta protect the ball a little more. They've thrown the ball away quite a bit. Not make what we think of as an easy mistake. Shooting the ball off the foul when they've already put the ball in play. They just need to learn how to protect the ball a little more. And they got to get back on defense on the counterattack. Japan's getting out on the break, and they're getting extra man advantage. And we just see a bad pass right there.
Turnover. Japan coming up with the steal. And a minute gone by here in the fourth quarter.
And that pass right there, the guy was, sitting right there. It was almost like he threw it right to him.
And then we get a field block there. And Argentina will control.
And they might have something going here on the other side. They just kind of gave up on the counterattack. I think Yanez got out there, but gave up. He had a half a body length lead and seemed to be increasing it. And again, another bad pass.
Yeah, near steal there.
Now, you can't be throwing 50-50 balls.
And now here in transition, here comes Japan. The lob and a beauty. Atashi Arai connecting the soft touch, and Japan goes in front here, building on their lead with 6:22 to play. They're up 12-6.
Yeah, great awareness by Japan there. The guys on the weak side of the pool, they see the steal and they immediately take off. And as you saw there, he had a pretty easy shot, essentially one versus goalie, and very difficult for a goaltender to block that.
Exclusion called, so we'll go against Japan.
Giannis earning the exclusion for Argentina.
Power play here for Argentina.
One second left on the power play. Japan back to full strength.
Score it from the outside. Garbantes with his second. Power play had come to an end, but Argentina will take the much needed goal.
Yeah, the defender hadn't got over to him yet. He was all alone, center cage. Just a nice couple of fakes.
Second look, and that makes it 12-7 Japan. With 5:27 to play here in the fourth. An exclusion called here.
That's number 2, Velch.
Ramiro Velch will go to the side for 20 seconds. And a power play here for Japan.
It was really an unfortunate exclusion. He was trying to get around the offensive player at the center position.
And another exclusion now on Argentina. This will send off DeMarchi. So now we're looking at a 6-on-4 here. Now a 6-on-5. One's come back in. Few fakes again. Even strength once more. Skip shot near side. Field blocked, and then the steal from behind on the returning player.
Manzini with the ball looking for the outlet.
4:23 to play here in the fourth. 12-7, Japan. Another dangerous pass there. Japan almost coming up with a steal. Entry inside, beautifully done. So they knew what they were doing. It all worked out. Maroney able to tap that one over the keeper's head for a goal for Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina was very fortunate there. You know, if he puts that pass, if that pass hits the wing player over here right in the hand, he's got an easy entry pass into the center position. You know, they were lucky enough to get it in there, but they made it more difficult than it should have been. It was a good shot by Maroney. Instead of picking the ball up, he just kind of flipped it right off the water.
Coming up at 8:30 p.m. tonight, we'll have the United States taking on Canada. Should be a good one here at CDM, hoping for a nice crowd to come out and support, cheer on Team USA. In the meantime, Japan in control here over Argentina.
Argentina still has a chance here, but they need a score on every possession.
And it's 12-8 Japan right now. There's a turnover. And as you said, Argentina's still hanging around in this one, but they're not going to get it back with turnovers.
And not when you got a guy all alone in front of the cage. And if you look, there's not anybody within 5 meters of him.
And
so.
Shimizu has a hat trick. He puts that one away. And Japan goes in front 13-8.
That right there is just really inexcusable. I mean, you've got literally the guy sitting at the 4-meter line and nobody within 5 meters of him. Somebody really failed there and didn't do their job.
So just 3:07 left. (13-8) the advantage for Japan. Argentina showed some signs in the last couple of minutes to get back in this one, but then allowed a easy counterattack goal. On the other end, they return fire. Argentina comes back with another from Yanez. He's got a 4.
Yeah, he seems to be about the only guy doing anything out there for Argentina. You see the rest of the guys kind of sitting around. He's, you know, moving, creating space, and was able to just get away from his defender there. And nice, easy pass to him, sitting on the goalkeeper doorstep.
Contra foul there on the perimeter. Japan will turn it over.
And they're going to be up out of the backcourt here, Argentina is.
And we'll get a timeout called by Argentina.
I think that was number 4, Shiga, on that exclusion.
Mitsuaki Shiga. Japan, while fashionable, their caps are not the easiest on the eyes here, trying to figure out those numbers, and if you get a little light glare.
Yeah, it looks to be silver numbers on a white cap. Can be difficult at times here.
I have no doubt it looks fantastic in the design studio, but in the application, it's like these soccer jerseys that have become popular as of late with very small numbers on the back.
Yeah, or the white jerseys that the Oregon Ducks wear in football.
There you go. Well, they're moving so fast anyway, you can't tell who it is, but. So power play here for Argentina, and these are good moments for them as far as I don't think any coach hates getting more chances on the 6-on-5, whether you're up or down. It's a good opportunity to really drill that and get really good at it, and get everyone in the right spot.
Yeah, if they can get a quick one here, then they're still going to have 2 more possessions, and you never know, anything can happen here.
That pass deflected. Still a battle for it. Shot clock about to expire, and it does. Can't get the shot off there. Carbantes is ready to fire.
I think Japan might have been a little fortunate there because the excluded player was sitting in the penalty box, and he didn't come in until the shot clock expired. So it was a good 10 seconds late on his entry. And then we had an exclusion there on number 9, Carbantes, for the ball turned over on the shot clock expiring, and he just kept swimming, and the ball was in front of him. And of course, you know, that's just a recipe for disaster.
It's an easy way to get yourself kicked out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a frustration thing. You know, he was on this team that was tied 4-4 after the first quarter, and then wondered what happened here over the final 3.
Yeah. They just got away from what they were doing in the first quarter. You know, they're throwing a lot of balls away, a lot of, you know, easy turnovers.
.140 to play. And there's a takeaway. Argentina with an easy steal. Yanez coming up with it.
Nice little flip pass inside water there.
And ball under is the call. So some turnovers here as we close things out in the 4th.
I think that's a opportunity where DeMarquis got to learn how to use his opposite hand. He's got the defender on his right side, and you know, he put his hand on top of the ball, and the defender pushed it under. Had he used his left hand on that, he's got the defender on the opposite side, and have a little more time to work for a shot.
Things just getting extra sloppy here to close out. Lots of turnovers on both ends. As Japan throws that one away, Argentina will control now with 32 seconds left. Little spin. Carbantes, but then a contra foul. And now the shot clock is off, and Japan still running and gunning here. Lob attempt, and score it. Nicely done there by Keigo Okawa. He's got a 4, just tucks that one in to the corner, going cross cage. That makes it a 14-9 lead for Japan. So another one of these high-scoring affairs.
Absolutely, and you know, Japan just kind of same thing, got out on the counterattack. Even though the game was well in hand there, they continue to play all the way to the last second.
Last chance here for Argentina. Under 10 seconds to play. So it was close early on, all even at 4 after the first, and after that it was all Japan. Counter-attacking, strong defense. They come away with a win here on day 1, 14-9 over Argentina. Keigo Okawa, 4 goals, countering 4 from Herman Yanez on Argentina, and Japan Dean just too strong in quarters 2 through 4.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, they played tough defense, and you know, I think Argentina just didn't protect the ball like they needed to, and you know, gave Japan some easy goals, and you know, not guarding guys. You know, we saw guys wide open in front of the goal, you know, nobody around them, and that's just, you know, that's just a mental lapse that you can't make.
So the final score in this one, Japan 14, Argentina 9. One more game coming up, 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. Team USA takes on Canada. Join us for that one. Also coming up prior to that 8 o'clock opening ceremony, we'll have coverage of that for you right here on USA Water Polo TV. So that first, then the USA match to follow. Stick around right here on USA Water Polo TV. We'll sign off for now for Dean Quintal, Greg Meskel joining you here poolside. Come back and see us coming up at 8:30 p.m. for Team USA and Canada.